Hey, what's going on? Valiant Blaze here, Sole Purpose Gaming, and I just wanted to bring you guys a video about the Luke Smith and Game Informer interview. So let's go ahead and get right into it. I wanted to do this the other day, but I couldn't. So, life got in the way and work. But I'm going to do it now. Etheric Light. Etheric Light, there's currently they have no idea currently what they're going to do to integrate it into the economy. So right now your Etheric Light is going to be useless. It'll just bring you to a level that's lower than the Taken King level. So those whites and greens you're going to get are probably still going to be stronger than a weapon that's powered up with Etheric Light. Unfortunately, for the time being that is. They're still working on it. Alright, expanding beyond the cap. They're just briefly talked about the weapon cap and the attack value and stuff like that. Your weapon's attack value still matters, and the light level. It was very complex the way he was explaining it. It sounded like he didn't really understand himself exactly how it's going to work, or it was just a very, very complex thing to talk about. Basically, your light level on your weapon armor is going to affect how much damage you do, but so is your attack value on your weapon. More or less, that's what it was. It was very complex, though. If you guys want to go ahead and check it out yourself and see if you can make any sense of it. Expanding the vault, they talked about how, hilariously enough, they were only going to give us 3 extra spots in the vault, and they thought that was a huge improvement because it was so hard to siphon out space in that vault, and they ended up, by luck, finding an extra megabyte that they could actually put towards the vault, and it came out to 72 spots. So that's pretty insane. We could have had only 3 new spots, you guys, that easily. They also touched on the subclasses and talked about how the old subclasses seem pretty underpowered compared to the new subclasses, which I agree with. A lot of those old subclasses, especially some of the Titans classes, seem like crap compared to the new one. So, they're going to be tweaking those and trying to buff up the old classes, which I'm really looking forward to, because some of them are getting kind of stale. We've been using them for a whole year now. Also, the Mida Multi-Tool and other exotics won't have a year 1 version right away, but later on we'll get one, and or year 2 version, should I say. And some of them won't be getting one at all, like Icebreaker and Gallahorn. Icebreaker and Gallahorn, the reason they gave for why they won't be getting a year 2 upgrade is because they kind of break the game, especially what the game is now. The Gallahorn had its purposes because a lot of the enemies were meat shields and or bullet shields, and they could take massive amounts of damage. Now that they've lowered the health of the enemies, there's no real reason to have a Gallahorn, so they say. Alright. Glimmer. The Glimmer cap will not be increasing. Unfortunately, I really wanted to. But they say that they're going to have a lot more stuff you could spend your Glimmer on, like Arms Day, for example, at Banshee with the weapon guy. Alright, artifacts. They also showed an artifact right there. Bam. Alright, and Luke Smith was talking about how, artifacts are basically, they give you a perk to potentially create orbs and stuff like that, and you unlock them at level 40, and that there's going to be a mission that takes you directly to one so that you can pick one up. So if you unlock at level 40, I imagine it's going to be probably the last mission or the last or second to last mission or something like that. Yeah, so you can see it right here. Increases discipline and strength and stuff like that, and gives you a pretty neat little perk. Alright. Recustomization, a lot of games have it where, like, if you change your mind about your skin color or something like that, or your hair type, you can change it around. Destiny won't have it at launch, but they're looking into this to fix it. I've actually made a completely new character because of this before. I know I'm weird. Alright, also, this is the most disappointing thing I've ever heard. Keeping old PvE relevant is not going to happen. The old PvE stuff will be remaining at its current level, and so you'll still be able to walk through it, unfortunately, and they're not going to be doing anything to make it harder. I'm really disappointed about the Prison of Elders, because the Prison of Elders seems kind of flat now, and I was hoping for something a little bit different, but it's not going to happen, unfortunately. Yeah, they also talked about equipping emotes and stuff like that, and right now, if you want to equip an emote, you're going to have to swap it out for your pointing. In the future, they're going to make it so that you can swap it out with anything you want, but for now, that's how it's going to be. Also, the strike playlist is going to get tweaks and stuff like that. I think I've talked about it in a different video. And that was about it. That was pretty much it for the update, you guys. You can see a lot more Petra and Varixen's Taken King as well. And that's pretty much everything he talked about. If you guys want to check out the interview, there's plenty of websites to check it out. PlanetDestiny.com has it as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Alright. Valiant Blaze out.